so today we are here and welcoming you back to my studio. Jaci Layne here. I wanted to go over a top celebrity trend with you. This is going to be the way that celebrity makeup artists are applying makeup to these celebrities these days to last through rehearsals, performances, all day long events. So this is going to be a smudge proof way to apply your makeup if you have problems with sweating, if you're performing, if you have kids performing, anything like that. This is going to be the way to apply that makeup that is not going to budge, okay? So stay tuned. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel below so you don't miss anything, and leave me a comment, you guys. I want to know what you want to know, so I want to be able to create it. So I need to know in the comments below what you want to see on my channel so that I can go ahead and create it for you. Here we go. You can see how my face is pretty uneven. I have a lot of red areas on my skin. So I'm going to show you how to apply this Limelight by Alcone Botanical Foundation with a flawless coverage. This is going to be a tip, especially if you're like into events or if you just want smudge proof, flawless, all day wear, if you sweat a lot, if you're going to be doing something that involves a lot of activity, this is going to be the way to apply your foundation to make sure that it stays, it doesn't move. It's smudge proof, it's fudge proof, it's crease proof, it's everything, okay? First and foremost, we are going to apply a layer of our primer. This is the First Base Makeup Primer. It is oil free. I don't know if you can see that. This is going to set your foundation first. So I'm going to spray that all over my face and I'm going to give that a second to dry. So here we go. Alright, so now I'm taking my Botanical foundation with Limelight. This comes in little pans like this. This is the color in Gina Beige. I'm going to take my Blenderful, spray it with our 10 years younger finishing spray. This finishing spray is amazing. Most finishing sprays they basically just take away like the powdery residue of your finish. They add like a silicone to it to where that actually, it just takes away the powdery residue. We don't want that. We want something that's going to take away the powdery residue, but that's actually going to set the product to your skin. What we're going to do is we're going to spray our Blenderful, get it a little saturated. We're going to take our Gina Beige, I'm going to kind of twist it around in there, and I'm going to show you one side of my face first. So I'm going to show you the coverage over here, and what I'm doing is I'm just kind of taking this flat side of the Blenderful, and that's why I like it, because you can set it down on areas, but I'm going to show you this one side of my face first, so that you can see the difference. Okay, so check that out. You can see the difference in the coverage. See the difference in the coverage on my cheeks. Look at how skin-like that finish is, and it covers all of that redness that I just took away. See that? With such a light layer. So we're going to apply it to the other side. And so the idea behind applying the finishing spray to the Blenderful first is it's giving us extra layers of that finishing spray. So if something were to try to come through, or if you were sweating, this is giving you that extra layer, that extra smudge-proof base. This is going to leave you flawless, and it's going to be unmovable. I'm going to do my spray one more time. Any areas that I need any extra coverage in, I'm going to go in and I'm just going to apply a little bit, just kind of in those areas. I'm going to spray my Blenderful again. I'm just going to spray the little tip right here because that's what I'm going to be using my concealer on. I'm going to take our number 0 concealer with Limelight. These concealers are 50% pigmented, and they're also waterproof. So if you were to be going swimming or anything like that, it will definitely stay with that waterproof, and also with the technique that we're doing right now. So I'm going kind of down my nose to kind of create like a little light illusion right there. And then I'm going all the way across. I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose, right above my little Cupid's bow. See how awesome that looks? And right there on my chin. I'm just going to do a little in these areas, kind of where I want it to be a little brighter. So now I'm going to do my contour. I'm going to take our buffer brush. I love this brush because it's super, super like fluffy and buffery, and it does all it needs to do with very, very, very light techniques. So I'm going to take our number 6 concealer. Once again, this is a waterproof 50% pigmented concealer. I'm barely rubbing it in there to get some pigment on the end of the brush. And then ever so lightly, I'm going to go right from my hairline down the cheekbone. Right where I would normally, like you can see on the side how I have like a shadow right there. Right where that shadow kind of hits my face to give me some dimension right there. So I'm going to go a little bit in my hairline. Right where I would normally contour. Down this side, and you can see where it needs to go, where that shadow is. Put a little bit on the bridge of my nose, kind of on the top a little bit, and this is going to give me that contour on my nose. Then I'm going to go back in with my Blenderful that's already pre-dampened with the finishing spray, and I'm just going to kind of blend that outwards. I'm going to dab it onto those areas that I just touched with the contour, just to make sure that we get some of that finishing spray on there as well. Alright, so now we're going to do another layer. Finishing spray on the Blenderful. We're going to take our finishing spray. This is just our white setting spray. You can see how much I love it. I use it every day. I'm going to put it on my Blenderful, and I'm just going to dab it everywhere on my face to give me that extra layer, because what this powder does, it's not a textured powder, it's not a colored powder, so it's really just helping to set everything. It's giving you that extra insurance that everything is going to stay. This is literally smudge proof at this point. It's gonna stay all day no matter what you are doing. If you are a performer, if you are out in the garden, whatever, you're gonna look fabulous. I'm not sure if you wear a full face of makeup in the garden, but if that's your thing, then go for it. Okay, so now we're gonna apply our powders. So I'm gonna go back in with our bronzer. I love, 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 love this bronzer on absolutely any skin color because it's very, very brown. It doesn't turn orange on anyone, and the brownness to it just gives you this perfect little glow, and that shimmer to it just makes you look so sun-kissed. You're like a sun-kissed goddess. It's amazing. So I'm going to take that powder and I'm just going to apply it over the areas that we contoured. And this, when you apply powders over something, whether it's blush, whether it's bronzer, it just helps to set those areas again. So we're just kind of confirming everything and making everything pop back out and settle there. So now we're going to do a little bit of blush. The blush that I'm going to use today is our blush number 3 in the Possible color. It's kind of like a corally shimmery color, and I don't have to use very much of it in order to get a little hint of color that I want. I'm going to apply my brush in it, kind of shimmery it, and I get just a little bit of color on my blush. I'm just going to apply it to my cheekbone ever so lightly just to give me a little hint of color right there. So I'm also going to take my number 6 blush in Glowing. It's this color right here. It's almost a nude blush. I usually use it as a highlighter, but if you don't like a lot of color on your cheeks, you can definitely use this color just to give you a very, very small hint of color, and it's going to give you more of that glow. So I'm going to apply that right over where I just put that blush color. next we are going to finish this off again with the 10 Years Younger finishing spray. So I'm going to go in an X and then a T. Once again, by doing this for the last step, we're taking away any powdery residue that would have been left there, and we're setting everything. So you definitely want to make sure that you hit it again just to reconfirm that everything is setting there. So once again, this is a smudge-proof, budge-proof, crease-proof, celebrity makeup look. This is how they do it, you guys. This is how celebrities are making their makeup stay through long events, through performances, through rehearsals, all day long. This is going to stay without a doubt. So if you liked this video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. Give it a thumbs up and make sure you share with your friends. I will see you guys later, and thank you for watching. I love you and goodbye.